When the chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, hails you as the only true genius in our business, there's little more to add. Frank Sinatra perfectly encapsulated his former friend, Ray Charles, as one of the most significant musicians of the 20th century. Charles, a musical trailblazer, synthesized the diverse sounds of the Jim Crow South, blending gospel, blues, soul, country, jazz, and R&B to create an enduring musical legacy. Ray Charles's groundbreaking style and sound were reflections of his rich life experiences. Despite being blind, he possessed a remarkable ability to connect with women, treating them with dignity and respect. While fans of the Father of Soul may be acquainted with the fundamental aspects of Charles's life, here are some pieces of trivia that provide additional insights into the piano man who accomplished it all, including the reason behind his iconic shades. So, if you're a Ray Charles fan or simply curious about this soul legend, hit the like button, and let's delve into the details. Ray Charles was born in Georgia but moved to Florida with his family when he was just a baby, as stated by biography. At the age of 5, tragedy struck when his younger brother drowned, an event Ray witnessed but couldn't prevent. Another significant challenge unfolded when Ray was 6 years old. He began losing his sight and was completely blind by the age of 7. He enrolled in the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind, where he discovered his remarkable musical talent, playing various instruments and exploring diverse genres. Slate reports that Ray's mother, Aretha, wasn't the only maternal influence in his life. Mary Jane, his father's ex-wife, played a crucial role in raising him. Aretha and Mary Jane had distinct personalities, with Ray affectionately calling Aretha Mama, and Mary Jane Mother. The two women held contrasting views on how to treat Ray after he lost his sight. Aretha aimed for him to become a strong, self-sufficient man, emphasizing independence from an early age. She resisted catering to his every need. On the other hand, Mary Jane, motivated by love for the young boy, adopted a more indulgent approach. Despite her good intentions, this often led to Ray being spoiled. This dynamic likely contributed to the development of his self-indulgent personality later in life, marked by a constant pursuit of instant gratification with drugs and women. During the 8 years he spent at the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind, Ray Charles discovered and developed his musical skills and was known to be the most talented musician at the school. The school encouraged his natural gifts, teaching him how to play the piano, saxophone, organ, trumpet and clarinet. In addition, he was also taught how to not only read music in Braille, but also how to write and arrange music in that format, a life-changing skill which gave him the ability to compose his own songs. While the popular biopic Ray did a wonderful job of sharing Ray Charles's life story, the film glossed over the huge impact that the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind had on his life. In a 2004 article on Slate, David Ritz, the co-author of Ray Charles's biography, points out the fact that Ray fails to include a single scene from his extraordinary educational experience is another grievous oversight. It was at that state school where he was taught to read Braille, play Chopin, write arrangements, learn piano and clarinet, and start to sing. Professional years. In 1945, at the age of 15, Charles left school to pursue a career as a professional musician. He initially traveled to nearby Jacksonville and Orlando, Florida, establishing a reputation as a versatile musician proficient in piano, saxophone, and arranging across various genres such as blues, jazz, boogie-woogie, swing, and hillbilly. During this period, he emulated the smooth vocals of popular singers Charles Brown and Nat King Cole, not yet developing his distinctive singing style until a decade later. Upon relocating to Seattle, Washington, in 1948 for enhanced career prospects on the West Coast, Charles's show business identity began to take shape. He opted to drop his last name to avoid potential confusion with the renowned boxer Sugar Ray Robinson. Additionally, he adopted the dark glasses that would later become his trademark. Crucially, he recorded his first song, followed by his inaugural national hit on the black charts, Baby, Let Me Hold Your Hand, the following year. During this era, black culture faced isolation and neglect from white mainstream culture, which acknowledged only a few black musicians, including Brown and Cole, as well as Fats Waller, Cab Calloway, and Louis Armstrong. In 1950, Charles made a pivotal move to Los Angeles, California, where he would establish his permanent home and set up a private recording studio, aiming for popular success and financial independence. Over the next few years, he embarked on tours, playing behind other musicians and often enduring extensive journeys through the segregated South. Soul years. As Charles embarked on travels, performances, and recordings with his own band, the distinctive voice that would become his trademark began to take shape. His 1954 rhythm and blues hit for Atlantic Records, I Got a Woman, served as a dynamic fusion of gospel music, blues, jazz, and boogie-woogie, setting the template for future hit songs. However, this groundbreaking sound faced criticism from those who deemed it sacrilegious. Charles maintained that he was simply expressing himself authentically, playing music that emanated directly from his soul. In doing so, he garnered support from a youthful audience of both black and white listeners, aligning with a new generation of vibrant young black musicians, including Charles himself, Chuck Berry, and Little Richard. Towards the end of 1955, Charles began exploring the use of female backup singers, drawing inspiration from girls' gospel groups. Once he discovered the harmonious blend of feminine voices with his robust, masculine vocals, he made the Raelettes a permanent addition to the band in 1957. By then, all the elements that would define Charles's unique style were in place: the gravelly vocals capable of conveying various emotions, the expressive piano playing, a cadre of skilled backup musicians attuned to his every direction, and the inclusion of backup singers. In the ensuing years, Charles produced 3 #1 pop hits. Georgia on My Mind, 1960, was succeeded by Hit the Road Jack, 1961, and I Can't Stop Loving You, 1962. The latter song was featured on a country and western album, surprising many critics and fans. Charles, however, asserted that it was a natural expression of his musical heritage. Legacy. Charles's music and reputation endured into the 21st century. His vibrant personality reached a new generation of fans in the 1980 film The Blues Brothers and in a 1990 Diet Pepsi commercial. He was the first performer inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame, 1979, and he is also honored in the Blues Foundation's Blues Hall of Fame, 1982, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 1986. He was awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1993. Charles died on June 10, 2004, of acute liver disease at his home in Beverly Hills, California. In the months following his death, the legacy of Ray Charles continued to grow. A final album, Genius Loves Company, was released in September 2004 and consists of duets with 12 prominent singers. Charles's duet with Norah Jones, Here We Go Again, won the Grammy Award for Record of the Year, while Genius Loves Company won the Grammy for Album of the Year. The motion picture Ray, which opened in October 2004, chronicles his childhood and career through the 1960s. Directed by Taylor Hackford, the film features Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles in a widely acclaimed performance that garnered the actor both Golden Globe and Academy Awards. He Got 10 Wives. Renowned for his prowess as both a pianist and a gifted singer, Ray Charles's life was characterized by musical brilliance intertwined with personal challenges. Despite facing struggles with drug addiction and navigating various personal issues, he charted a tumultuous journey. Ray Charles underwent a total of 7 marriages throughout his lifetime, a facet of his life that often surprises many. His first marriage occurred in 1947 with Della Beatrice Howard Robinson, producing 2 children before their divorce in 1955. Following this, Eileen Williams became his second wife in 1957, and although they had a child together, they parted ways in 1959. In 1960, he entered into marriage with Jean Marie, resulting in the birth of 2 children before her passing in 1977. Margie Hendricks, a member of his backing group the Raelettes, became Charles's 4th wife in 1979. They had a child together before divorcing in 1984. Subsequently, Norma Jean became his 5th wife in 1987, and they had 1 child before their divorce in 1993. The year 1995 saw Andrea Kelly as his 6th wife, with 3 children born before their divorce in 2004. Ray Charles's 7th and final marriage was to Ruby Nell in 2004. This union endured until Charles's death later that same year, marking the conclusion of a remarkable yet complex chapter in the life of this musical legend. Notably, Ray Charles's affairs resulted in the birth of a child each time, bringing the total number of his offspring to 9 through his various marriages. Who are his children? Seeing as most of Ray Charles's children are adults now, they have lived their own lives and many of them have families of their own. Most of them lived lives away from the Los Angeles spotlight lifestyle. The family of 12 children did unite in 2002 when Ray Charles told his family he was sick. Charles let them know that he was giving them an inheritance, but a large portion of his estate would go to charity. Each child was being given $500,000. Unfortunately, there was a scuffle after the singer's death in 2004 and it ended in a battle of ownership for the songs. According to the Ray Charles Foundation, the children had no right to try to get the rights because the songs were written under contract to a label. According to the Ray Charles Foundation, the lawsuit challenges the integrity of the music. The first is Evelyn Robinson. Evelyn Robinson is the oldest of Ray Charles's kids, born in 1949 to Ray Charles and Louise Mitchell, came into the world during the one-year relationship between her parents. Even though Ray Charles and Louise later went their separate ways, Evelyn was the result of their time together. She was born in Tampa, Florida, where her father recorded his first song, "I Found My Baby There." Evelyn Robinson has had a diverse career, working as a success coach, event and travel manager, health and wellness consultant, manager at Prepaid Legal Services, Inc., and software engineer, systems analyst at Verizon. Showing a dedication to ongoing learning, she pursued further education at the George Washington University School of Business, earning a master's certificate in project management. Currently, Evelyn calls Boston, Massachusetts, home. Ray Charles Robinson Jr. Ray Charles Robinson Jr., born on May 25, 1955, to Della B. Robinson, is actively involved in the entertainment industry. He wears multiple hats, working as a film producer, writer, and co-author of the book, Ray Charles, 50 Years of Music. In 2004, he even made an appearance in the film, Cherny Prince. Currently residing in Los Angeles with his partner Rhonda Bailey, Robinson is a dedicated family man. He shares his life with 2 daughters, Erin and Blair, and a granddaughter named Kennedy. Beyond his family role, he is passionately dedicated to supporting individuals in his community, especially those dealing with addiction, an issue his father also faced. After his father's passing, Ray Charles Robinson Jr. emphasizes that despite the portrayal in the blockbuster movie, Ray, and other biographies, there are numerous misconceptions about his father's life. One of the key aspects he wants the public to grasp is his father's second chance at life. Overcoming addictions and personal demons, Ray Jr. believes that understanding his father's triumphs will take on a new significance. He shares personal and intimate stories about his family, recounting a poignant moment when, at the age of 6, he saved his father's life after Ray Sr. accidentally cut himself while high on heroin. Despite the harrowing nature of the tale, Ray Jr. recounts it with love and respect. He acknowledges their turbulent relationship but believes his father did the best he could. Considering his own troubled childhood, Ray also delves into what it was like to grow up with some of the greatest musicians in history frequenting his home. Additionally, he reflects on why he views his father's blindness as his greatest gift. David Robinson. David Robinson, the son of the legendary musician Ray Charles, is a fascinating individual who has made a name for himself in his own right. Born in Los Angeles in 1958, David is the younger sibling of Ray Charles Jr. and the second son of Ray Charles and his second wife. Growing up in such a musical household, it's no surprise that David developed a deep love and appreciation for music. He is married to his longtime girlfriend, Cynthia Robinson. Unfortunately, the couple faced a tragic loss when their only son, Sergeant Conrad Robinson, passed away at the age of 36 at Camp Bondsteel in Kosovo. Charles Wayne Hendricks. Charles Wayne Hendricks is the son of the legendary musician Ray Charles and Maggie Hendricks, a renowned American gospel singer and member of the girl gospel group The Raylettes, had a long-term relationship with Charles. Born in 1955, Charles Wayne Hendricks is the first child of Ray Charles and his wife, Della Beatrice Howard Robinson. Unfortunately, Ray Charles was not present for the birth of his son as he was performing a show in Texas at the time. Hendricks maintained a private life away from the public eye and passed away in 2013. His obituary notes that Hendricks tied the knot with Marlene Hendricks from Aurora, Colorado, with whom he had several children and grandchildren. He mostly keeps a private life out of the public eye and very little is known about him. Robert Robinson. Robert was born on April 17, 1961, making him the 4th son of the legendary singer Ray Charles. He is also the youngest among Ray's children with his second wife, Della B. Robinson. Robert attended various Christian schools and a prestigious aviation school in Los Angeles, where he earned numerous accolades and awards. Securing a position as an instructor and teacher at one of the top-rated aviation schools in the country marked a significant point in his career. However, in 1988, he decided to transition from teaching to focus on ministry. Now known as Dr. Robert F. Robinson Sr., he serves as the pastor of Great Faith Ministries and Schools. Rainey Robinson, born in 1961 to Mae Mosley Lyles, Rainey Robinson, now 62, is actively involved in various professional roles, serving as a tax repairer, legal shield representative, and credit repairer. She and her husband, Kevin, reside in Los Angeles, California. Sheila Ray Charles, born in September 1963 to Sandra Jean Betties, Sheila Charles, along with her mother, established a life together in Minnesota. Despite not having had extensive time with her father, she cherished the moments they shared while he was still alive. Similar to her father, Charles faced struggles with substance addiction, often describing her journey of overcoming addiction, incarceration, a car accident, and experiences of sexual abuse. Once she established a relationship with God, she decided to turn her life around and started to pursue musical endeavors as a talented singer and songwriter. In 2005, she released a debut album dedicated to her father entitled, My Daddy. Soon after, she relocated to Sarasota, Florida, and unfortunately, passed away on June 15, 2017, due to complications of breast cancer. Alexandra Bertrand, born in 1968 to Mary Chantal Bertrand. Alexandra Bertrand is the younger sister of Retha Butler. Information about her personal life is limited, as she is known for maintaining a highly private lifestyle. Alexandra Bertrand is currently 55 years old. Vincent Kachunian, born in Los Angeles, California, in 1977 to Arlette Kachunian, Vincent Kachunian is currently 46 years old. Having attended the University of Southern California, USC, he later assumed the role of a fitness trainer at INT and MMA Gym. Additionally, he earned recognition for crafting the cover design of one of his father's music albums. Although his parents were famous, Vincent has kept his life away from the limelight, and little is known about him. Robin Moffett, known both personally as Robin LaJoya Moffett and professionally as Robin LaJoya Charles, she was born in 1978 on the west side of Chicago, Illinois, to Gloria Moffett. Ray's success and stardom seemed to pave the way for Robin's life in music and entertainment. Even as a small child, Robin recalls singing along to songs like Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston, Do Me Baby by Prince, or Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey, songs that might seem out of reach for a 7-year-old. After attending John Casablancas of Chicago and signing a 12-month contract with MTM Chicago, she was certain that being a singer was her true calling. Robin pursued her education at Columbia College Chicago, where she delved into a world of music and received hands-on training in her specialized academic concentrations, vocal performance, music business management, and entertainment marketing. This laid the foundation for her future as an artist in the music industry. Subsequently, Robin took a hiatus from music to focus on being a mother to her oldest child, Avari Rain, devoting her attention to parenting and personal growth. Following the death of her father, Ray, in 2004, Robin found inspiration to carry forward the legacy he created in the music industry, reigniting her musical journey once again. Corey Robinson, born in 1987 to Mary Ann Denbach. Ryan Corey Robinson is the youngest child of Ray Charles. He is known for his passion for music and has engaged in various cover projects. Who inherited Ray Charles' money? When Ray Charles passed away in 2004, his estate was valued at $50 million. His fortune was bequeathed to his children, with each of his 12 offspring inheriting an equal share. In addition to his children, Charles allocated funds to his wife, Jean, and his longtime friend, Joe Adams. Born in 1930 in Albany, Georgia, Charles initially worked as a construction worker before finding success as a gospel singer. Transitioning to secular music, he achieved hits like Ain't I a Woman and Georgia on My Mind, both making it to the top 40 charts in the 1950s. His popularity soared in the 1990s, fueled by successful recordings in the 1960s and 1970s. In 2004, he was honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Charles passed away on April 14, 2006. Today, those who still appreciate his music possess a unique taste. His children continue his charitable legacy, and his estate is now estimated to be worth $75 million. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, so you never miss our upcoming videos. See you in the next one.